Welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm Cheryl,
And I'm Sherry.
and we're talking about who do you know?
Who do you know? There's a difference between knowing and knowing of. Like,
Right?
so many people come up to me at different times and they're thinking that I'm you. And they'll
Right.
start a conversation and I'll just give them that little smile, like, do you think I'm Cheryl? Yeah, you are. And sometimes people don't even hesitate and just keep going
Going
right
right
on with
on.
it. And so I just give them a head.
And then
'Cause
sometimes we just answer like,
right.
"Hey Sherry, yeah," and
Yeah,
I just keep talking.
right.
The lady in the grocery store, she comes up to me often and asks me about the baby and blase blase, and I'll just answer her. But then when she sees us together, I think she figures out I was talking to the wrong one.
Because she'll tell me when I go in there, I think I was talking to your sister and I thought it was you. But it's so funny. And then, in high school, we told everybody that our middle names were the opposite of our real names. So everybody was like, oh, so I won't be lying if I called you Cheryl and if I called you Sherry.
Right.
And we're like, nope, no lie.
No.
We answered that for a long time and people were just like, just knew that they knew, but they actually didn't know.
Right.
So again, there's just a big difference between knowing and knowing of.
Right. Right. Because another thing, a lot of people, a lot of times, they say like what do they say?
Right.
But so you're just going off of what someone else has said
Right.
or what you've heard, or what someone has insinuated instead of knowing for sure,
right?
For
Exactly.
a fact.
And sadly, a lot of us we can sometimes base who we're going to be friend or who who. Oh, I know. They said that she's so and so, so and so. No, I don't like her. What they said, and then come to find out it's just a big lie.
Right.
So you're basing a what could be a very good relationship because somebody else painted this bad picture
right.
of an individual.
Right. And that's so true. And if I could go ahead and add the scripture to it, Matthew 16:15, he said unto them, but whom say ye that I am?
Okay.
So he was asking, that everybody, when he asked them the question, they were naming him. Well, they said you're this. I mean, they said it could be this, you could be this, you could be that. But he asking them like he wanted to know that personal relationship.
Exactly.
But who say ye that I am? Right? So you have to know them for yourself. So many times people think, well, grandmama prayed for me, I used to go to church when I was little. Mama them used to say, but you have to, this thing is personal. You have to know personal. For yourself. You have to know. Right? Excuse me.
Right. I mean, because if you think back in the scripture, he says, when you get up there and you've done this and you've done that, and you're saying, didn't I cast out devils in your name? Didn't I heal people in your name? You did it, but you still didn't have a relationship. You did it because you were taught this. Again, as you said, grandmama and them did it that way.
Robotic.
Right. And it's just robotic and you don't have a personal relationship. As with any relationship, you have to have quality time. You have to sit down and you have to talk. Even if you just sat down a few minutes, just break up the monotony of the day.
Right.
Start your day with it. End your day with having that relationship and those conversations and those and just that quality time. Just spend it together. And even as far as just as we say, just having maybe if you don't pull out the Bible, you know you're gonna have your phone in your hand. Pull up a daily devotional. Do that
freely. I probably get 10 or 15 a day.
Exactly, and if
different sources.
Exactly, and if you're driving and you have Sirius XM and different radios, put it on there. You'll be amazed at what you actually learn, what you actually gain. It just those few minutes, just the quiet time, just spend that quality time and get that relationship. And then when you're asked, who do you
say he is? You can say, look, he is my savior.
He is,
He is my all in all.
Exactly.
He is my alpha and my omega. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's all that. I mean, some people can say he's a doctor, but if you've never been sick, he might not be a doctor to you because you don't know him to be a healer, or he might not be a lawyer to you because you don't know that, but you can have an actual relationship and just find out that he proves to be who he says he is and who the word says he is, So we're going to end it there and just as we say, just spend some quality time and get to know him. And you'll be like, wow, And you might just find out he's different than what grandmama and them said that he actually was, you know, because they'll hold you to some stuff that actually
no merit, no biblical merit,
no biblical merit, right? Exactly to it. So just go ahead and as we say, it always boils down to communication and quality time,
right?
So do them both, right? You know? So we're gonna end it there for you guys tonight, and we just ask that you guys go ahead and spend a little bit more quality time with us, like us, share us, talk to us.
Leave us those comments.
All right, and then go out online or go into the brick and mortar stores and get that Naturally Spiritual book. And as we've been saying, if you can't get it, it's just not your season. Right. But stay there and stay tuned, you know. And if you have already gotten it, we just ask that you go back and leave us some reviews. And if you can't purchase it, want to read it, want to put your hands on it, go ahead and request a copy from your local library. All right. Have an awfully blessed night.
Good night.